Alright, so let's get the show on the road. So starting off with some coconut oil to moisturise my face, and then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me in Classic Ivory and using my foundation brush instead of my beauty blender brush, just to change things up a little bit. Now going in with my, I believe it's my Rimmel powder and of course my XA Beauty powder brush to set my foundation in place. Now going in with a Mocha, I believe that is called, from the Latte palette from Dominic Cosmetics. I am using it to fill my brows in, and obviously using my XA Beauty brow groomer brush to help fill my brows in, obviously. So Dark Phoenix / Jean Grey / Sophie Turner does have rather contoured shapes defined. None of that made sense, but basically she does have rather high-ish arched, very defined brows. So the tail of her brow is tapered and the side of it is a bit more fuller at the front, if that makes any sense. Now I'm taking Caramel from the same Latte palette and tucking this into my crease using one of my ABH dual-ended brushes, using the fatter end first. Then I'm going in with, I think that's Cream Brulee, it's one of the highlighted shades in the same palette, just to highlight my brow bone. It is a highlight shade, but it does still have enough pigment that you can use it as an eyeshadow. Essentially, Jean's makeup, what I was referencing, has a lot of neutral and golden tones. So then I was taking Pink Frost from Dominic Cosmetics highlighter palette shade and using it onto my brow bone just to add that bit of a frosty touch. Then I'm taking some of Vanilla from the same palette and adding this into the lower half of my lid. Then some more Pink Frost into the inner corners of my eyes. Then I'm taking some more Caramel, which is what I started off with, and putting this into my lower lash line just to balance out the makeup. Then I'm taking a Blackberry, I believe that is from the Berries and Cream palette, also from Dominic Cosmetics. Using an XA Beauty eyeliner brush, I'm just tracing my lash line. I'm not doing anything dramatic based off of doing a wing or anything, just from one end of my eye to the other. Now of course curling my lashes, I'm going to prep for mascara. I will be using the Lash Sensational mascara from Maybelline. It is a drugstore one that took the world by storm. Now taking this cherry shade from my ABH Lip Pro palette, using the brush that I came with, I'm adding this onto my lips, as you can clearly see, as well as my top lip. I didn't overdraw, in fact I was following along with Sophie's natural lip shape as well, so no overdrawing this time. Then I'm taking Bestie and adding that as a blush, using my XA Beauty contour brush. Finally we're through with the glam side of the makeup. I'm chucking on a wig cap. I prefer the netted ones, but by all means you can use whatever you feel comfortable with. Then I'm checking on this red wig. I technically got this from my sister. It's like a Clary wig, I guess. That's what she was using it for anyway. So this is the glam side, when she's not in beast mode. I'm adding some paints into a container, red and yellow, sorry.
Okay, so as much as I am all about body positivity and vague nudity in such a sense, when it comes to YouTube, obviously you do have to blur yourself out or simply cover yourself up with your own body or whatever the case is. That's the first reason. YouTube is pretty much either sometimes a 10-year-old or it's an online parent, so that's the first reason why I won't be revealing too much more underclothes. The reason is it is fucking freezing. I'm in the middle of winter, so I will not be stripping down and freezing my ass off. I will still carry on with the body painting or the face painting, and I will be taking down my neck a little bit as well, but that's about as far as I'm going. I mean, even in her Phoenix mode, she does still have clothes on, so it's not like I'm cheating my way around it or trying to avoid, the full appeal of her. So the reference shot I do have, she is topless and all of her is sparking out from the flames bursting through. I will still carry on with face painting, just won't be taking it down to the body. Let's get back to it. Let's also pretend I didn't just do finger guns.
Okay, so back on track. I am taking some more Star Power, which I apparently didn't show the shade, But taking some of star power and over exaggeratively contouring with this onto my cheekbones, my forehead and my jawline. And then I'm adding some of the, technically 3 now that I have mixed both the yellow and the red, which of course makes orange, because I didn't have a specific orange body paint lying around, which I thought that I did, but I wasn't able to find it, so it wasn't a total lose-lose. I could clearly mix the 2 colours together and still score my third orange, third shade being the orange. So clearly I'm going in random squiggly lines on my face. I'm not doing it I'm not going by any specific order or anything. No 2 lines are the same. I'm kind of treating it like squiggly lines and or like lightning bolts. And I also only went in with star power with the pink shade because I do not have a orange or red eyeshadow for the life of me. So this pink, I mean, there is some pink in fire tones when you break the colours up a bit, so I wasn't too far off. It was just to give my skin a bit of a base to start off with for when I do add on filters and stuff like that. So now I'm going in with the red shade just to start giving it that multi-tonal effect. I swear English is out the window for me. So then what really tied everything together was adding the yellow paint. And this was actually what gave me the fiery effect when I filled in the green screen, which I already pre-prepped a example clip of how I did it, which will be coming up soon. But for now I'm just adding the yellow lines precisely the same way I have with the red and the orange. So I even decided to join my hands in on the fun, same 3 colours. So this is it for for Beast Mode Phoenix. So as you can see, the digital effects just playing themselves out. So how I did it was I chucked in my desired clip, which was the very ending clip of my green screen recording, checking into the timeline of course, and I'm happy with how much of it I'm using, lowering the volume, and then selecting the amount of the file footage. This is just pre-screen recorded from YouTube. So chucking that underneath the clip and then shrinking it up, then clicking on my clip and going over to where the keyer option is. So as you can see, I'm now filled in with green screen. Going back over to green screen option, I'm going to expand the image, click done, then hop on over to the color wheel, which is next to the timer, which is where the paintbrush is. I'm going to then lower the exposure to begin with, hop on over the color and drag the furthest left circle over to the red so that it looks like I'm actually surrounded by fire. And then that finalizes this whole video.